Oh, so you're ready for your last meal, are you? Well, there you go then.
How dare you, sir? To even offer such filth?
Ah, because crunchies and squirmies I smell.
Arak, it's you.
Arak it is, and once again you're all locked up. This is a bad thing.
Yes, I know. Can you help?
Ah, with wrigglies and crunchies and squirmies inside. Perhaps Arak might be finding such helpfulness in other places.
Oh.
Ah, now I go, all filled up. But soon I will send some helpfulness.
Thank you, Arak.
Ah, no need for thankfuls. It's a gift.
This is an order for your release, signed by the mayor. It seems that you have friends in high places.
Friends in high places? What friends?
Mr. Onegus, no less, the mayor's own advisor. Seems he persuaded his worship that you are a fine and respectable person. More a returner of souls than a taker, he says. So, you're free to go.
Excellent.
But first, I'm going to escort you to the mayor's chambers, where his worship wishes a private word in your shall lie. After you, Mr. Detective.
Is it me? Or did one of the mayor's eyes just sink lower than the other?
Ah, come in. It seems we have done you a great injustice, my good fellow. My dear friend and trusted advisor, Onegus here, tells me that you once found and returned his own soul intact. Is this true?
It is, your worship.
Onegus also tells me that you are a great solver of puzzles, a master of the enigma, and a finder of solutions. Is this also true?
Well,
It is that, sir, your worship. I've seen it with my own eyes, and I've heard it with my own ears. A bit of a detective, I believe you might be calling him.
In that case, Captain Briggs, I hereby bestow upon you the title Detective of Darkmere.
Yes, but well, you see,
A grand title, your worship. And what about a nice badge to go with it? And perhaps a map so that the young fella might find his way around without too much fuss. Oh, and he'll need a notepad and a pen to list all those clues now, won't he?
well,
Excellent thinking, Onegus. Now, go, detective. You have the freedom of Darkmere. Solve these crimes and let the good folk rest easy.
well, I'm not really sure if I can. You see,
Unless, of course, you would rather return to your cell. That can be arranged quite easily.
Mr. Briggs, sir, there's been another one. It be the deputy mayor. He's been found behind the jail. His soul has been taken.
Well, Detective Briggs, what are you waiting for? Your first case awaits, and there is no time to waste. Now go, and go quickly.
well, it's always nice to know we have a choice in these matters. Don't you think? Interesting. A poor, unfortunate soul. Interesting. I need a key. It's locked. Interesting.
How many more, I wonder? For an age, it seems that this has been going on. One after another they disappear. Souls taken, bodies taken. I cross them off my list, but no explanation. Where do they go, I ask? No, I dare not ask. For each time I do, I am told that it's just my job to keep a register, not to ask silly questions. Who is she anyway to talk to me in such a manner?
Oh, bless. I think we'd better leave him to it, don't you?
Interesting.
Can I help you, miss?
Actually, it's Mr., not Miss.
Oh? What? You can't be my sister. I haven't even got a sister.
No, not sister. Mister. I'm a man.
Tan, you say? That's never a tan. It's more like a beard to me. Bit unsightly for a girl of your age.
Do you have any rubbing paper and some charcoal?
What'd you say? Caper in a dark hole? Still looks like a beard to me. Anyway, what is it you're after, miss?
I think I'll just take a look round.
Why don't you have a look around here? You might see something you like.
Hello? Excuse me? Hello? I say, madam? Hello? I say, madam? Hello? I say, madam? Oh, what is the point? I'll just take the damn things and be done with it.
Interesting. Interesting.
Good day to you, sir. How may I be of service?
I was wondering, do you make the shoes for all of the people of Darkmere?
Each and every one, sir. Leastwise, all those who deserve 'em. All individual designs and all my own work. I pride myself on the fact that I can recall every pair of boots, shoes and sandals alike, and I've never had a pair returned, sir.
Well, in that case, you could be of help. Tell me, have you ever made any boots or shoes with this sign on the heel?
Oh yes, I remember these all right. 4 pairs I had to make, all different sizes and all with that odd sign on the heel. Must be the secret lodge. That's what I reckon.
A secret lodge? Which secret lodge?
Well, I don't know, do I? It's supposed to be a secret.
Interesting.
Well, can you remember who ordered them?
Well now, that's where it all gets interesting, see? The order itself was actually handed to the old blind fellow who cages at the end of Entry Row. He in turn was told to give the order to one of the street urchins who then brought it to me. A strange thing though, when the urchin brought the order to the shop, it felt as if he had somebody with him. I swear I could hear them breathing, but the lad was alone, all but his shadow.
So the old blind man had no idea who'd handed him the order for the boots.
No, sir. All he could say for sure was that whoever it was had the smell of death and the smell of the paddock about him.
Interesting.
Detective? I say, detective, we found another one.
Can you hear me? Who's responsible for these terrible things?
Well, it'll be that old soul taker, I figure.
Well, that's that solved then. Hello there. I wonder, may I have a word with you?
What do you want here, stranger? I have nothing to say to you, nor any of your secret friends.
What do you mean, secret friends?
You all think I don't know what's going on, but I see. I see all even with me burnt out eyes. Oh yes, I see all. Now be gone from this place, and take your dark secrets with you.
But I don't understand. I have no secrets nor secret friends. I'm just trying to stop the Soul Taker and put an end to this horror.
It's true, Father. He is no Soul Taker. The Mayor himself asked him for his help.
The Mayor? What Mayor have we now? He hides away in his chambers. Rarely do we see him, and when he is to be seen, why, he covers up like some frightened leper. The mayor has changed, I tell you, and not for the better.
You said that you see all. What exactly did you mean by that?
Perhaps you'd better be off. Talk to those two brothers. As thick as thieves they are, and as bad as vipers' pit.
Which two brothers?
The Scourge brothers, of course, Danny and Billy. They keep the stable down away, and an old abattoir to boot. Now go, I've had me fill of you.
Well, anyway, thanks for your time. It was a big help.
Interesting.
A big help. Well, at least I think it was.
A customer. Well now, what can I do for you, sir?
I'm not really sure. What sort of pies do you have?
Well, they're just pies, sir.
Yes, but what sort of pies?
Meat pies, sir, and of the best quality, I can assure you.
Well, I'm sure, but what type of meat?
Well, it's just meat, sir.
Just meat, you say? Let me ask you, do you sell many pies? You know, I have a feeling I know the answer to this one.
Well, no, sir, not as such. Fact is, I've never sold so much as one. Be honest, I can't even give them away.
You mean you can't even give them away?
Well, sir, every morning I set out my good and wholesome pies at the foot of the mayor's statue, just in case any poor lost soul should feel mite peckish. Strange, though. Nobody ever takes one, so every afternoon I'll bring them all back into the shop and put them on display.
So, when did you actually make these pies?
Well, that would have been when I first got here, you see. I seem to remember acquiring some meat from the old abattoir and making up a fresh batch. Mind you, how long ago that was I couldn't say. Not much call to keep track of time round here, really. I mean, it's not like we're ever likely to go anywhere else, now is it? Hang on a minute, you must be that detective fella. So, have you caught it yet? The taker, I mean.
No, not yet. But I am working on it.
Then may I offer some words of advice that may or may not be of help to you?
Well, yes. Please do.
Who do you know that likes to collect things, eh? There are those who aspire towards the ultimate goal, 7 from LIMBO for 1 living soul. Now, I think it's best that you get on. You still have a soul taker to catch.
Yes, of course, and thank you, madam. What a charming lady. And so helpful.
Interesting.
He's not about. Urgent business with the mayor. Perhaps I could be of service, Mr. Detective.
No, thank you. I'm just looking.
Scourge is the name. Danny Scourge. Maybe you've heard of me. And my brother Billy.
Ah, Scourge. Now you would be the brothers that own the abattoir and the stables, I believe. Neither of which are open, I've noticed.
Well, there ain't much call for good quality meat round here. We just use it for storage nowadays. And the odd old knees up, you know what I mean. Oh dear.
So tell me, Mr. Scourge, do you or your brother ever let out the abattoir or stable to anybody? For storage purposes, I mean, of course.
Oh, God, blimey, nearly had me lungs up then. Well, I wouldn't know about that. My big brother takes care of all that sort of thing. I just sort of help him out here and there. Know what I mean? In fact, he says that I'm, an integral part of the business and says that what I don't know can't cause me no harm.
And I'm sure he's right. So where is your brother today?
He has urgent business with the mayor.
Ah, I see. It must be very important business indeed. So, how come you're not there?
Well, someone's got to keep an eye on this place, ain't they? I mean, you never know who might come in.
Yes, of course. Well, I must bid you good day, Mr. Scourge, and thank you for your time.
My pleasure, Mr. Detective. Now, you're sure nothing takes your fancy before you go?
Well, not just at the moment, Mr. Scourge, but perhaps another time.
Interesting.
Whoa. Well, either she can't spell, or she's trying to tell us something.
Your business here, sir.
I'd like to speak to the mayor.
His worship is very busy and may not be disturbed.
Ah, but I'm here on official business concerning the very capture of the Soul Taker. I must talk with the mayor and inform him of my progress thus far. Well, I don't have a real suspect yet, but what I do have is a theory.
Oh, a theory, eh? Well, tell me more, my lad.
Well, sir, I believe this to be the work of more than one person. In fact, I would go so far as to say a group of people. 4 at the very least.
What? What's that you say? A cult? Well, nip it in the bud, man.
Well, I didn't exactly say cult.
Find the ringleaders, and the rest will come crawling from the woodwork. Well, off you go, detective. No time like the present. No time to lose.
Interesting.
Excuse us, Mr. Detective. We're sorry to bother you.
Especially as you are obviously...
In mid-sleuth,
It's just that we thought it was best to
introduce ourselves, you know.
make you aware of who we are and what it is we do.
For these poor unfortunate
Individuals,
Mr. and Mrs. Dogood at your service.
Now look, monsters I can cope with. Demons I can handle. Savage, red-eyed hell dogs, bring 'em on. But bloody do-gooders, well, that's all I need. Let's get back to sleuthing, shall we? Well, it was nice to meet you both, but I really must get on.
Absolutely, Detective. Off you go.
And don't worry about him. We'll take good care of him.